Marikuma Healing. And today we are doing Pisces general reading. Also, good news, guys. I am finally able to get comments on my live. And I don't know if I can get it here, but I think I can. I'm not sure, but I can get it after the lives. My lives are now able to get comments. Thank the gods and goddesses, bro, because I've been fighting with that thing for freaking weeks. I think for at least 2.5 weeks or maybe 1.5. It's been kind of annoying. Anyways, Pisces, what's good? What is good with my Pisces? Victimization and giving up. So you guys are learning how to heal. Okay. It's important for you guys to heal from the past. Nostalgia, childhood, and old friends is your present situation. What the fudge? Okay. Achieving goals and rest from action. So because you want to achieve your goals and rest from action, you're struggling with nostalgia, childhood, and old friends. Are you guys struggling with a past person? I know who's asking who the questions. Shouldn't I be knowing? I'm the one reading the cards, but okay. Oh, wow. Recuperation and recovery is going to be your future. So you're definitely going to learn how to pace yourself. Find a rhythm and a beat and then jump on it, not just go after something just because. So, this one is the first one that I saw. All right, I'll go for it. Mentally, you guys are juggling resources and waiting on results. So you're trying to get things to fall in place and try to find something financially stable. Emotionally, there's no communication and there's no understanding. So you're not communicating it and you're not expressing yourself on how you may feel about certain situations. Okay. Oh, it is definitely a past person or a past situation. Resentment and a turning point is what you're giving out. What are you receiving, baby? What are you guys receiving? Okay. Joy in company, friendship, and celebration, togetherness. You may be giving out a lot of heat, but you are receiving love. So you're probably getting support, or people are kind of I think you're going to have a moment, Pisces, where you're going to actually let all that out. Because you've been holding on to a lot of things. And you've been trying to stay strong, and it's getting a lot to handle. And I think you're going to break down. I'm not saying that to be mean, but sometimes we have to relieve. We have to relieve our emotions, okay? We have to stop holding on to it, and we have to let it go. And sometimes this comes out more like crying, screaming, shouting, coming together with other people for support and love, having compassion towards you, things of that nature. What's your greatest hope? Fighting for what you believe in and standing by it. Rebellion, and fighting for a cause. So having your voice be heard. But you're afraid of great wealth and inheritance. You don't think you're going to get all the things that you want. You want to have it, but sometimes you feel like you're never going to get to it. Pisces, you're too hard on yourself, baby. All right. Your advice. Stinginess and possessiveness. You need to save your money, as well as be picky on who you with. Because this is more, here's the thing. A lot of your stress does come from finance, all right? Your financial stress is a real thing, and it is a majority of your problem. You're out here trying to be financially stable, going after opportunities that make sense for you, And you're kind of like, I want to live for myself, but I want to live for others. And what will others think? Don't do it. Not so much of the last statement. I mean, for some of you guys, yeah, but where is it? Mary Marikuma. Honestly, what am I going to do with myself? Oh, it's here. Okay, hold on. This thing is getting in my face, man. But like I was saying, the stinginess and possessiveness, I want to say it is about money, but it's also on people. You're not trying to control and dictate people, okay? That's not what you're trying to do. But you're going to be very controlling on who is in your life and who is not in your life. Like who deserves to be here with me and who deserves to get voted off the island. Because we're not dealing with BS. We are not. So what is your outcome, Pisces? Energy and disorganization. You are going to need to learn how to balance your energy, bro. You cannot go over there, be running on 1,000 and expecting things to fall through. Let me see what this does. Doesn't really do that much. Okay. Now let's look at this for a quick second. Yeah, the thing is though, bro. The thing is that it really is money and personal things. You are not open about how you're feeling. It's a little similar to Aquarius. At the same time, it's different. Because here's the thing. Right now, you're dealing with healing. The reason why I say healing is because with victimization and giving up, you're learning to give up on situations that are not helping you, giving up on bad habits that are not benefiting you, and working on never giving up on yourself. Now, since we're going to get into the healing thing, there are 6 steps, okay? Yeah, there's a lot more steps in the healing and going through and becoming whatever, but I'm going to talk to you guys about 6. Firstly, the first 3 steps of healing is hard as hell, okay? It's not easy. The last 3 steps of healing is super fun, and you're going to love it. But in order to get to the last parts, you have to battle the first 3, okay? Firstly, forgive yourself. And I'm not talking about telling yourself, I forgive you, okay. No. No, baby. I'm talking about sit your ass down, take a quiet place, and really talk to yourself and forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for being with people that weren't worth your time. Forgive yourself for getting hurt. Forgive yourself for giving people chances that didn't deserve chances. Forgive yourself for missing on opportunities. Forgive yourself for all the things that you don't like about yourself. Forgive yourself. Because at the time and at the moment and at the time, right, you did what you thought was best. You did what you thought would be the right choice. Even if you knew it wasn't the right choice, you did it anyways. Own up to your actions and forgive yourself for the things that you hate. I hate that I was with this person. I hate that I hurt so-and-so. I hate that I have this. I don't like that. Forgive yourself and love yourself, okay? Talk to yourself. Be like, yo, yeah? There's some things that we have problems with that we need to go, and handle, bro. Because it's a little bit hard. Hold on, my dad is messaging me. Hold on, guys, I'm sorry. Wait. Hold on. Yeah. Sorry, guys. My dad messaged me. I had to make sure he's okay. And just message back because sometimes I don't message him and all that. Anyways, yeah, like I was saying, healing, right? Forgive yourself. You got to learn how to talk nicely to yourself, encourage yourself. And that's the first step. The second step is letting go of things, people, and situations that you have no control on, not helping you, and you just not happy. That means, okay, bless his heart. I'm sorry, Dad. I can't message you at the moment. Anyways, and before some of you guys who are from the South tell me, how dare I say bless my dad's heart? I know majority of times when we say that, it really means like, fuck you. But when I say bless your heart, I really mean that. Like, yo, I truly appreciate what you're doing. There's no sarcasm about it. Now, when I start saying bless your sweet soul, now I'm saying, you. So, but yeah, no. Anyways, back to it. Letting go of situations, people, and things that are not working for you. Letting go of toxic family members. Moving past toxic friends. Getting out of toxic relationships. Getting out of stressful workplaces. You do not need to be, like, here's the thing. You can't heal where you got hurt. Think about it. When you're trying to plant flowers, right? I'm planting my sage. And by the grace of the gods and goddesses, it's working, girl. It's fucking working. Like, this shit is actually pushing through. A lot better in one pot than the other, but at least I got one of the sages growing, okay? Anywho, I can't put my sage and fucked up oil, okay? Like, I can't go over there and expect to put my sage in the sand, right? In the salt. And even if I put dirt on there, it's okay. It has dirt, even though it has salt and it's not good for the soil, that's okay. It will grow, right? It's not healthy soil. It's not a healthy place to plant my plants. Versus having dirt and soil that is from the ground. It has some nutrients. I have some mulch or whatever, some like compost that I put into it, and I make it nice, and I put my plants and I start watering them every day, and they're growing and thriving. You cannot heal where you got hurt. So on the second step, you're learning to take yourself away from places that are hurting you, people who are hurting you, situations that are stressing you out. I want y'all to understand, toxic and abuse is toxic and abuse. It doesn't have a gender. It doesn't have a nationality or an ethnicity. It doesn't have religious belief. It is what it is. That means anybody and everybody can be toxic and abusive. Your family members can be toxic and abusive. Your friends can be toxic and abusive. Your relationship, your wife, your husband, your partner, your significant other, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever, they can be toxic and abusive. Why are you going to try to heal yourself in a place where you cannot heal fully because of the toxicity and the abuse? You have to be able to take yourself out of the situation and put yourself somewhere else. Okay? Now, the third one is the one a majority of us fucking fail, man, because I have got my ass kicked with this. Here's the thing, healing doesn't take a few months, bro. This thing takes a goddamn years. Because I want you to understand, okay? This is like, it's like PT and OT. When you're doing PT and OT, they will always tell you, like, for example, you got an accident, right? You broke your leg. You can't be walking on your leg. You're building up strength in your feet, okay? After 6 months, it's finally healed enough for you guys to start walking and building up the strength in your legs on that muscle. You've been out of commission for about 6 months. That means it's going to take you about a year or so to get back onto it. It takes you twice as long because you're building up. You're getting consistent. You're getting one level done to the next level and to the next level and the level after that. Okay, that's the same thing with the third one, trigger. Every man, woman, and person has a trigger. Okay. I was in a narcissistic relationship. I wasted a lot of my goddamn time with this narcissistic asshole. And this person was very big in the community. Okay. This person was going over there. They were a part of the church and they prayed for others and nobody. And when I say nobody, I mean nobody believed me when I was asking for help. Because the first thing when you started coming out and saying that you were in an abusive relationship, why didn't you ask for help? Believe and receive. I asked for help, y'all. Okay, I did. I went over there. I said, look, this is what's going on. Look, this is what's happening. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. No, this person could never do that. They're part of the community. Long story short, when I got out of the relationship, okay, and before anybody asks why I stayed there so long, it's because I was a guardian of a kid, okay? I was watching over a kid when I was in the relationship, not my kid. I'm not the biological mother or anything like that, but I was raising a kid. And I didn't want the kid to deal with the abuse that I've gone through. And when I say abuse, I mean all sorts. Okay, I mean physical and verbal and psychological and others. Okay, it was just a whole thing. And I'm not saying this because I want you guys to feel sorry for me. I'm saying this because when I got out of the relationship, I didn't understand about triggers. This happens like this triggers, I want you all to think of it like PTSD, all right? PTSD is a real thing that a lot of people that have been like soldiers, police officers, firefighters, people like doctors and things, people who have jobs where they see life and death, they have a lot of traumatic and drama in their careers. This happens with abusive relationships, whether it's abusive woman or abusive man or abusive person. This happens with trauma. This happens with assault. This happens with a bunch of other things that are very intense for one person to handle. It scars you. Sometimes the scars are physical. You can see the scars. A lot of times the scars is mental and emotional and spiritual. These are scars on the inside that people can't see. They can't see that you have these scars because it's not visible to their eyes, okay? So when you're dealing with your triggers, you're dealing with things that make you think back to the time that you felt helpless. For me, it was loud sounds. I hated loud sounds. I hated the sound of door knockings. I hated the sound of church music, which sucked. Because, like, here's the thing, it sucked because I don't mind going to church. You know, like, I don't mind listening to Catholic music and Christian music from time to time. I don't mind it, but it sucked at the time because, like, every time I heard it, it just made me feel like I was back in there again, being trapped and getting hurt and going through hell. And I just, yeah, it was nasty, man. It took me years, like a few years, to actually get onto my feet and handle a lot of the things more better. And that's okay. Healing takes time, okay? It's not a few weeks of and stretching and then praying to the sun gods and the moon. No, this thing takes time because you went through a lot of things and you're learning to build yourself up again, okay? You're learning to build yourself up and embrace who you are becoming, because who you used to be before you got into that relationship is gone. You're not all the way the same person. There are some things that are different about you. You have to embrace the difference, okay? Now, triggers, some of them, okay, some of the triggers, some of the things that set you off, you'll be able to overcome them and they won't bother you anymore. Some things will stay with you. Like anytime when someone says, I'm just kidding, it was just a joke, don't take it so seriously, I just like seeing the reaction on your face. You know, things like that really pisses me off and it triggers me. And I know that's like a silly thing to say, but it's true. Because every time I hear that, I think back about every time somebody tried something, okay? Like every time someone meant to hurt me, they always use those words. So I'm like, when I'm with friends or when I'm having a partner or somebody, like if I was in a relationship, right? I would tell them, I'm like, look, we've known each other for a few months and we're getting pretty serious and all. And I think you should know that when you say these things, I know in my heart you don't mean it like that, but because I think that you do, it messes with how I feel. So please don't say these words, okay? Once in a while, I know you're going to mess up, but just try if you can not to, because I won't believe a word you're saying. I love you, but I will not believe a word you're saying. It's a joke. It's not a joke. It was personal. I'm just kidding. Nah, you weren't kidding. You meant this. Say what you really feel, Like I get kind of defensive on certain words because these are some things I have not been able to like fully let go. And that's okay. That's okay. Some of it, we're not going to be like, here's the thing. You are not always going to be 100% healed, but you are going to be 100% tough. Okay. You're going to be able to get a lot of strength because you're building yourself. And that is the hardest thing to do. It is. It's the hardest thing to do. And it's okay. Okay? All right. Now, that being said, the fourth step, the funnest of the fun, blocking people, bro. No contact, delete. You're not wasting your time, bro. And I know at first when you start blocking people, you kind of feel kind of guilty. You're like, I don't want to be that person that just blocks people and deletes them. Be the mean person. I'm going to be the voice in your head that's giving you permission to be a dick. Okay? Hear me out. You can't make everybody happy, and certain people are not meant to be with you anymore. They were there to teach you. Okay? Sorry, this is driving me mad. Okay. Sorry, guys, I'm almost there. Okay. I have dragonflies and bumblebees. Anywho, like I was saying, block and delete people, okay? It's gonna be weird ass. Why do you always have the weirdest readings? Anyways, you can't make everybody happy. It's not your job to make everybody happy. Okay? Don't try. Be with people who choose you. If they make you feel small, for them to feel tall, it's not worth it at all. If they are being two-faced, toxic, abusive, nasty, negative, never happy, manipulating and what-whatting, why waste your time, baby? Blocking people does not make you a bad person. It means that you are protecting your peace of mind. And before we get into it, bro, peace of mind every time. It took me to later on in my 20s to embrace this. So I hope that this helps you guys. Peace of motherfucking mind every goddamn time. Peace of mind. If it does not bring me peace of mind, if it doesn't make my spirit peaceful and happy, if I am not calm and relaxed, it is not worth it. I'm not wasting my time. Y'all can't make me go down that, no. That's the fourth step. The fifth one is learning yourself. This means you get to do things that you thought that you shouldn't do, but you can. Okay, let me say it like this. Learning yourself is trying new things, meeting new people, taking yourself out on a date. That's right. Take yourself to the movies. Go get yourself a picnic. Just you and yourself. Watch the moon. Relax. Enjoy yourself. and love yourself. Take time to get things like, hey, what do I want for my life? And how do I want to go about it? That's going to help you too. Now, the sixth step is that you're loving yourself, you're embracing yourself, you built yourself up, and now you're connecting with people that are worth your time. Because when you're changing your vibration from like being into toxicity and abuse, you're kind of stabilizing the flow. And you're able to kind of vibe higher and connect to other people on different frequencies. Because whatever your vibration is, it connects to other people. So if I'm negative and angry, I'm going to get more negative and angry people. If I'm looking at life as lessons and blessings, then I'm going to get a lot more freer range of people. Like I'm going to get open-minded people. I'm going to try new stuff and get new experiences and what that. Okay. And that being said, your problem, all right, Pisces, that took a long ass time. I'm sorry. But at least you guys got the healing talk, okay? Healing, I want you all to understand, it's really just 6 steps. Truly, it's just 6 steps. It can help you guys with a lot. It helps men, it helps women, it helps people. Because it helped me many times. Although, a warning, you're going to be using that step a lot. Okay, it's like the 6 steps repeatedly because you're healing every day and you're learning new things every day and you're embracing yourself. And it's just a whole experience. It's a whole spiritual journey thing. Anyways, you guys are dealing with past and it's due to trying to achieve your goals and rest from action. So you want to be able to have all these things fall into place. And in the past, you may have done a little bit too much for other people that has left you kind of stranded and exhausted. And here's the thing, when you're trying to achieve your goals, it's more like this card is more for retirement, okay? It's the card that like I have extra money coming in and whatever, but oh, fuck me. Sorry. I need to light my candle. Gods and goddesses. Like I was saying, you're giving yourself a lot to people in the past. You want to be able to retire and not have to be so stressed. And I get it. It's okay. But you can't go over there. Like, here's the thing. Your past is supposed to teach you. Okay? Your past is supposed to teach you how to handle things. So if you want to recuperate, you want to relax, you want to be able to have money to where you don't kill yourself for the name of the dollar, that's great. But you can't go over there. Like, here's the thing, with your victimization and giving up, you're learning how to forgive yourself and keep believing in what you're able to do and not fall and spiral back being like, yeah, you remember that time you used to do this? You used to be a people pleaser. You gave them all that time. All that time was wasted on this area in this situation when you could have been doing this. You are learning. This is a teacher. All right? This is to teach you how to handle things that are going to come. Your past is a gosh darn teacher, bro. You can't just go over there and blame yourself for actions. You are going to work hard and you're going to be able to get a lot of things, okay? You will be able to achieve your goals and get rest from action. You'll be able to save a lot of money and get things to fall in place and have it like that. But it requires you to save. It requires you to understand, hey, we used to do this, that didn't work. So now that this opportunity came back again, how do we go about it in a different way? You're learning not to repeat your patterns. You're learning how to handle things a lot more better than you used to back then. And that is a good thing. You are learning because you were taught a lesson. Don't go over there, bust your chops, Pisces, and be like, well, I should have done this. I could have done that. It should have been this. Listen here, baby. You do what you got to do. You can't be doing everything. Okay? All right. Now, that being said, your future is recuperation and recovery. This is the card of pasting. Taking my time, building myself up, and getting to where I need to be. not jumping in, full throttle, gas. Like, here's the thing. This is not the card for all or nothing. This is the card for, hey, let's plan it out. Let's get ready and let's go. Pacing yourself. Don't take it too slow, but don't go too fast. Find a steady, easy rhythm and flow. All right? Now, let's get into your mental and your emotional, baby. Your mental is juggling resources and waiting on results, but emotionally, there's no communication and there's no understanding. I think you guys are learning yourself. I do. Because with the first part of your reading being about healing and embracing yourself and forgiving yourself and learning from what you did and how to be better off next time, you need to be able to at least communicate with you, bro. And before anybody come after me being like, that's what crazy people do. Listen, in this world we're living in, I'm going to give it to y'all straight. Pun intended. If you guys know, you know, because my family and my friends watch these videos, so like they'll understand what I mean. It's an inside joke. But you have to be honest with yourself. Okay? You have to be open and honest and straightforward. Okay? You have to be like, look, how am I feeling today? For example, 2 days ago, I was incredibly stressed out. I was on the verge of just screaming and crying. Like, you ever had like the point where you so upset, bro, that you can't lash out, you can't crash, you know, but like you have to be on the move because like it's just kind of like that feeling, you know? Yeah, I had that 2 days ago. I was crazy stressed. I have a lot on my plate. And today I don't feel that way. Yesterday I got to talk to my mom and it felt great. And it was nice to have like someone to just like have that reassurance, you know? But yeah, today is an okay day. I mean, I'm not as stressed. I actually got sleep, so that's good. And I know, I'm not trying to go over there and be like, look at me, I'm so healthy and free and nick. No, I'm just saying that your moods are important, even though some days you feel like a pile of shit, and other days you feel pretty damn good. And sometimes you're not entirely okay, but you're not okay. You're just kind of in the middle. That's all right. Embrace and accept how you feel. Ladies, have a safe person to be with. Be that safe person for yourself. My kings, my guys, my men, have a safe place to be. Find a safe place that you can express yourself and be yourself with no judgment, no persecution. And there's a lot of kings that are supporting other kings. Okay, I know that a lot of people, like me personally, 2 years back, I started doing group therapy for like when I really need it about certain stuff that I thought I need to handle. And I know you're a counselor. Do you really need counseling? Listen, everybody needs some form of therapy. And I'm not ashamed to say that I do from time to time do group therapy. Like once in a rare moon, I'll go over there to 7 Cups of Tea. And I'm going to just tell you guys, 7 Cups of Tea is not sponsoring my videos. I'm not big potato enough to have sponsorships. Okay. Now, when that blessing bestows upon me, then be like, yo, your girl got the hookups. Let's go, bro. You know? But until that time, no, this is just me giving you guys clarity and advice. It's nice. Okay, it's nice to have a group of people that know what you're going through, been in similar situations, and lift you up and like give you that, like, you know, that hey, you can do it too. We're all in the same shit sandwich and we're making it, bro. It's okay. And like I said, there are people that will support you. Like group support is kind of nice, especially when it's authentic and genuine and wholesome. So, you know, be honest with yourself. Be the person, ladies, be the person that you guys want to feel safe with. Be that for yourself. My kings, find a place where you can be safe. And when I say safe, I mean be yourself, like who you are, not what society wants you to be, not what you have to be for family, friends, and work. Who you are, how you see yourself, and just be yourself. Like, allow yourself to shed the skin and be like, you know what? This is my safe place. It's okay. But you got to be able to express your emotions. Don't just use work to distract yourself from how you're really feeling, because it's going to surface up sooner or later. Okay? Now, that being said, when it comes to juggling resources, y'all are going to have a long ass reading. But I'm giving you guys solid advice. Okay? The reason why it's really long is because I'm giving you guys some good ass advice. I made enough motherfucking mistakes in my life to give you guys better options. Okay? Okay. Where's my pen? My pen's over here. Get yourself a piece of paper. You can get yourself a pen or a pencil. Write down your bills. Write down your bills. Estimate it to the highest. All right, to the highest 10. So if your rent is like, let's be cute, because we all know that it's no longer 1,000. Your rent is 1,000. Okay, you have a job and you're making 3,000. So that means you have 2,000 left. You have your light, that's 500, your cable, that's 700, your phone, that's actually 90. You have your car insurance, that's like maybe 850, so forth and so on. You have a little bit of leftover money, right? A little bit of leftover money. Let's say, let's be cute again, right? We're going to be cute. You have 1,500. So you put 500, you put 1,000 in savings, and you save the 500 to last for a week, because you're taking a little bit of money to use for gas, to use for food, to pay for small groceries and things, right? Like I said, I'm being cute with the prices because, yeah, things are expensive all around, bro. Like, the price is redunculous. When you're having your new opportunity, you're going to get a job that's close to you, that you can do, that you like. You're going to do research. You're going to research every resume you put out, Pisces, all right? Every resume you put out, you're going to put out 30 or 40 resumes a week. I mean it. That's too damn much. Who needs 40, 30? How am I supposed to keep up with that, right? Some of y'all going to be asking me that. You're going to write it down, baby. You're going to write it down. You're going to write down every time you put a resume out. I put a resume out for Chase. They have hours from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. They're paying, let's be cute, $20 an hour. All right. I'm doing cashier and I'm doing managing. And they're going to pay me $20 an hour. This is 20 times 12. So in a day, I'm making $240. And I'm doing 6 days, right? Again, let's be cute and say it's 5. So now we're making 2,200 or 2,000, somewhere in the thousands, okay? Because it's 24 times 5. 20 times 5 is 100 plus 20, so it's 120. So 1,200, okay? That's how much you're making a week, and you get paid every week. So that means 1,200 times 3 is 3,600, right? Now you know how much money you can pay. You know that it's enough. But you're writing down the interviews. Is it Zoom? Is it phone call? Is it face-to-face? You're knowing the history of Chase. It started off way back when in the frontiers. Now it's trying to take a more futuristic and modern approach. So I have these skill sets, and I know how to do that. I'm a quick study. I have experience here and here. You know how to work your resumes. It takes a lot, because you also have to understand that even though they pay you a lot of money, maybe the workplace isn't good. I worked at a lot of jobs. I'm gonna be honest, I worked at a lot of jobs. One job paid me $5,000 a month, bro. And that job was the most difficult. The job was the most difficult job, bro. I had scars. I got beat. I got hit every time I went to work. I go to my night classes, because I had 2 jobs at the time. I go to my night classes with scratches, bruises, and I didn't have the energy to cover it up. So I just kind of played it as a joke. I was like, oh yeah, I get hit and beat when I go to work. And it's not what you guys think, okay? Because I couldn't report it, because I had to take care of someone. And what they had was a lot going on. And for whatever reason, I must have looked like the last person that took care of them. And it just, yeah, I was helping someone out and the money wasn't enough. I went and I did it for like a few years, but y'all couldn't pay me enough to deal with that, bro. That was too much stress. Anyways, and there's some good jobs that don't pay you enough. Sometimes when it comes to payment, you have to be able to work for a while. Like I remember I had a job that like I worked for, I think, close to 2 years, I think, like a year and a half. And like after 6 months, I could get like a little raise or whatever. So, just know what you're getting into. All right, let's get into your energy. I already gave you guys the energy talk, so this is the last half of your reading. All right, I know we're almost there, guys. Keep hanging in. Resentment and a turning point is what you're giving out. There's a lot of anger towards yourself and others that have done you wrong, Pisces. But you're receiving joy and company, friendship and celebration. There are people that love and care for you, and you're going to love and care for yourself. And it's going to help you let go of the resentment. Having resentment, having anger, and having hate, like here's the thing. I know that a majority of people that do what I do and call themselves healers and, teachers in a sense, because like I'm a lot of things in this business, all right? I'm a lot of things in this business. Like I'm not only a healer, I'm a teacher, I'm a guide, I'm a motivational speaker, I'm a partner in crime, and I'm just kind of like, when I say partner in crime, I really mean like, I'm not necessarily y'all's best friend, but I will give you that energy, okay? I will go over there and motivate you guys and lift you guys up and be like, look, we are too sexy and beautiful to be stressed this way. God dang it. Do you, be you. I'm also very spiritual. So like we learn a lot of things. I'm just a comedian and all sorts of stuff for all types of people. That being said, there are going to be people that will love you. They will love you for your good and they will love you for your bad. They will embrace you. They will lift you up and they will motivate you. But you got to let go of the anger. When you let go of the anger, it doesn't mean that you forgive. I know, I think that was the original thing I was about to say, sorry. But like, yeah, forgiveness does not mean that you're, like, here's the thing. Some people don't deserve forgiveness. I'm sorry, I'm not one of the people that say turn the other cheek. I have turned the other cheek so many gosh darn times, and there's some people that I don't forgive. I don't really care for them. You do you stay away from my lane, and we'll be fine. But don't come over here pretending that we're buddies and think that all is good because you said you're sorry. Sorry is not good enough, okay? Some people do things that are not forgivable, and it's okay not to forgive them, but you can't be angry. You can't hold on to that anger. You've got to let it go, because when you hold on to the anger, you're messing yourself up. You are blocking your blessings because you're holding on to something that is no longer needed to be held on to. Breathe and let it go, baby. It ain't worth your time. Now we're going to get into your greatest hopes, your fears, and your outcome and advice. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to say it. I find it very cute that you guys have rebelling and fighting for a cause as your greatest hope, because this is like standing up for what I believe in and fighting for it. Like, this is the hill I'm going to die on. You know what I mean? But you are afraid of great wealth and inheritance. You don't think you're going to get it. Deep down inside, you're scared that you'll never be able to get the things that you want, the things that you hope for. You can get the things that you want. Here's the thing. Standing up for what you believe in and fighting for your cause is fine. Okay, it is. Because at least you know what you believe in and what you want. Another thing, okay, is that you need to put your energy more into what you want than what you're afraid of. Yes, fear is important. It keeps us safe. It keeps us cautious. But if we're focusing more on what we're afraid of than versus what we want to achieve, right? Then you're messing yourself up. Don't do that to yourself, Pisces. You can accomplish anything you put your mind to, baby. And if you want great wealth and inheritance, then you're going to have to learn how to save, be very good with your money. And when it comes to being stingy and possessive, please don't try to control people. Don't try to control. I know people try to control you, right? I know some people in the past, for some of you guys, have manipulated and controlled you, and you are pissed off about that, but you're not them. You're going to be with people that are worth your time, and you're going to work on saving your money and stacking that stack. At the same time, manage your energy. Do not put yourself in so many places. Like, here's the thing. If you're exhausted, if you're tired, if you're worn out, get some rest. Eat when you're hungry. Rest when you're sleeping. Take deep breaths. Ground yourself. Okay, I told Capricorn that they need to touch grass. Y'all need to touch water. Take a bath. Take a shower, okay? And when y'all take a bath or a shower, and I know this sounds really weird, but hear me out. When you're taking a shower or taking a bath, and you're having the water run down on you, I want you to imagine all the muck, like mud and nasty stuff is covering you. And as the water runs down your skin, you know, it's hot or it's cold or whatever, and you're making sure you're washing up and all that, you're wiping away all that gunk. Okay? I want you guys to visualize it, okay? Visualization is really strong, but it'll help you. Go over there and connect with water. Go to a lake. Go put the sprinklers on and touch some water. Connect with your element. Let the water express, like, here's the thing, with water being the element of emotion, intuition, and more, go over there and allow yourself to feel what you need to feel, and then let it wash away. Okay? Do what you can. And if you're not feeling up to something, take a break. There's no shame in resting and coming back and doing it later, okay? Manage your energy. All in all, this is your summary and your general reading, guys. Thank you all so much for the love and support. Please stay safe. Always remember to slay the day, be happy and be gay. I love you guys very much. Peace out. Bye.